Hi guys, so we were supposed to start the grand final, but we've got an incredibly tactical game here to see who gets into the grand final between Ryan Davey and Johnny McDermott. They've been at this game already for the best part of 3/4 of an hour, which is why we haven't come on before now, but as it comes, the way the balls were sat, they were very much jammed, but they're opening up just now. So it looks like we're going to come towards the end of this frame. When we do, we go to the grand final. So as you can see, both players have come through their deathmatch games here, and they have finished top of their table. And Johnny McDermott's playing Ryan Davey for a place in the grand final. We've already got our finalists in place and ready to go. We've got Campbell Saracen will be playing against Preston McInnes. Both players came through the easy way and won their first group. Morgan McInnes did it the hard way. He went into the elimination section because he finished last in his group. He then climbed out of the elimination section into the knockout section, and then he got through that. Now he plays Colin Downey, who did it the easy way, and they play each other. So Ryan Davies at the table just now. Ryan Davies on reds. Like I say, it's been very, very tight and tactical for such a long time, but it's opened up a little bit recently. So if you're listening and watching just now, if you can drop us a wee note, I can see your comments in the live chat. Be good to know who's watching, who's listening. After this match here, we're going to give the winner a chance to have a discussion with the 8 finalists. So I think sometimes they want to decide whether they're going for the full boona, the £2,400, or whether they're going to carve up a little saver. So Johnny's coming to the table with a chance here, I feel. If he can slide that yellow into the middle bag off the red and knock the red up the table a little, it opens the bag to his other yellow ball into the same pocket. There's a lot of really good players. I don't know Johnny very often. I've not played him on the circuit at all, and I've only met him maybe a couple of times. He seems like a lovely guy. Very unassuming. Modest. Humble, which I like in a person. So he's got a chance here. You don't get many chances, so I'd imagine he'll take it on. So he's not got the yellow, but what he has done is he's made it very difficult for Ryan. Ryan's now, I can't imagine he can get the red into the same bag in the middle pocket. There's not a lot of hiding places either for Ryan. He's having a look there to see if the red squeezes through. If he can squeeze the red through, he's got a chance, because obviously runs the red up into the top corner pocket. I think that's what he's looking at next. What's his next shot? But he's got a lot of difficult shots. He's got a red on the side cushion. He's got the black ball that doesn't go into the obvious pocket down the rail. So he's going to have to play. And the red nearest the bottom of the table is covered to both bottom corner bags. The only bag that goes into is the middle bag at the moment. So I would imagine Ryan's looking for a hiding place just now. And I think he's going to take a long time to find it, because there's no obvious hiding place. Is he looking at the skill shot here? It's not a bad idea, because if he plays a skill shot, he should cover the bag should he miss the yellow and the red, which means the red needs cleared. Still the yellows are sitting out, so I don't know if it's a percentage play, if I'm honest. Stevie Windows, I'm doing good. I got beat today. I felt very, very generous. I gave many opportunities to my opponents. So as you see there, Ryan has taken the skill shot on. It's not worked out for him. He has covered the bag somewhat, although actually where the red sits might make the pocket bigger for the black ball later on. So a bit of consideration for Johnny. I can't see if that makes the pocket bigger. It looks like it does. Keep your eyes peeled, Stevie. Hopefully we've got a good final ahead of us. We're just hanging back to allow the 8 winners to have a chat before we start. Graham, thanks for watching, pal. I'm sorry you weren't here today. Hope you and your boy have had a nice day together. Oh, my daughter's come on. Hi, Yasmin. Thanks for listening. Yasmin's at home with my boy and my mother-in-law, having a house party probably while we're not there. No idea who's in. Anton, I enjoyed your company last year. Never saw you this year, but thanks for the chat. You think move the black out, just make it available. Yellow, yellow, yellow. It's not the worst way to go. Just depends whether or not that corner pocket's made the target for the 8 ball bigger, I guess. I think it's got to have, surely. Like you say, see if you lift the white, play the yellows onto the yellows, yellow at the corner, back up for the one at the middle, drop the black down the cushion. It's just taking time to think about it, and you can understand why. There's a lot involved here. I mean, I don't know what the conversation is going to be about, but say they take a couple of £100 each in the final, which has been banded, it means that this rack's worth £200. I think that's bad. Later on, we're going to have a rack that's worth 2,400. Should be good. So Declan, no, what you're seeing is the remnants of today's sort of group games, if you like. So Declan, we've been playing all day. We had 40 people. We're now down to 8. But the winner of this is the 8th player in the 8-man final. So it's a big game for these guys because it puts them in the final table and gives them a shot at £2,400. But no, this isn't the final win. Wow. Okay. I didn't see that shot. It wasn't one I would have played. But it still gives him a shot out. Very capable player, Johnny, so I reckon he can do this. I imagine he's got to take the one down to the corner first. The only problem is he's got to maybe avoid the 8 ball, which isn't going to necessarily be easy. So as you can see on the stream, this is the Yep. Oh, he's done well. Now don't hide behind it. Oh no, he's gone behind it. Red ball. He'll be furious with himself because he could have left that very short, and he's now hidden. Oh, he will be absolutely furious. You saw him punch the table in frustration, and that really isn't like Johnny, to be honest. Do you know, I think that there was a bit, he rushed that shot, I feel, a little bit. I think it was just absolute frustration at not being on the ball that he wanted to be on. And I think he could have taken more time. But as it happens, he's missed the ball. He's handed 2 shots to Ryan. Ryan's got a couple of balls on the cushion, so he's going to play this yellow into this red. And the idea is that he kills the yellow somewhat and allows himself some sort of insurance, if you like. If he runs out of position, he can play a safety, perhaps. Wow. But he now has a ball to the corner pocket, which allows him to maybe kiss the red ball off the cushion, opens everything up. The only thing is, once he's potted all his reds, he's still got that 8 ball down the cushion, and it can be quirky wee shots. Never straightforward. So he's overran that a little bit. He's still got the red to the corner, and he's got a red to the middle. He might play the snooker at this point. The only problem with playing a snooker is if your opponent has a good swipe at it and gets lucky, you're going to wish you tried to take the finish. Yeah, so it looks like he's going for the snooker just now. And that's quite clever, because even if Johnny comes off the bottom cushion and slams into the yellow can't now go into that top corner bag. So it changes the shot a little bit in terms of safety for Johnny. I just hope Johnny gets his concentration back, because, you know, there's an outside chance of an escape here. But unless he does, it looks as if Ryan's got the finish. Oh my goodness, how would you couldn't predict that. He's hit it so hard that it's bounced off the table and gone over the top of the yellow. Ryan will move the 8 ball off the cushion, I would imagine. And every ball's wide open, available to pot. Not only that, the yellow's still stuck on the side, well, not quite tight on the side cushion, but it's still not in a potable position. I think Johnny's just got frustrated there, and it's easy to do. We've seen a couple of frustrated shots today, and also some horrific misses. I wanted to give Sean McGiff a big cuddle at the end of his game, because, my God, he'll be remembering that for 20 or 30 years, I would imagine. That's a shot you don't forget too easy. So Ryan just moving the 8 ball off the side cushion into a potable position. He doesn't want to. He's decided to lift. Didn't want to move the 8 ball to the corner pocket, of course, but he didn't want to kill an option for that red that's down there by the black. Just thinking it through. Kale Pat, I know, hit too hard. had opportunities, had a finish. The Ryan's still get 5 balls to pot. And while that might be easy ordinarily, pressure does make people miss. Daughter called to say she assures me the party's over in the house. They're just watching this. How nice. Yep. Declan, the 8-ball final is going to start in about 2 or 3 minutes, I predict. Because this frame looks like it's pretty much over. I know it looks very simple, but I've seen people miss much easier. But there it goes. Ryan into the grand final. I'll be back with you in 2 minutes. What a magnificent finish to that game. And I don't know about you guys, but I love watching these tactical battles. I don't get bored because it is just one frame. These guys are out to win that one frame. That's why they've entered. That's what they're after. The 2,400 is going to come from it. Wow. Absolute wow. So as you can see on the screen now, we've got the final grid. What happens here if you haven't watched before and you're interested now in sitting through what will be probably about an hour and a half of amazing one-frame pool. In the red section there, you've got Charlie Shaw playing Stevie Walker, which is about to start. I'll put you on in a second. Morgan McInnes playing Colin Downey. Ryan Davies playing Chris Martin. And Campbell Saracens playing Preston McInnes. What happens is all players go into the yellow section, then the green section, then the blue section. As they play, if they win, they're moving up the table. When they lose, they're moving down the table. And when they hit that blue section at the end, they're now ranked according to how well they've done, 1 through 8. It's called the deathmatch ladder in the blue section, where position 7 plays against position 8, and it's a knockout game. The player that loses is eliminated, and the player that wins climbs one place and plays the next ranked person on that ladder. And they're going all the way up to the top. If you win your first 3 games, you're in the final. You don't have to play everybody. You don't have to play hundreds of games. You just sit and wait and watch everybody eliminate each other and see who you have to play in the grand final for £2,400. Last year, one of our players walked out the door with £10,000 in his back pocket. This year hasn't produced as much money, but still, £2,400 for a one-frame pool, it isn't bad at all. I'm going to take you to the tables. So as you can see, Morgan McInnes has already started against Colin Downey, and we've got Charlie Shaw and Stevie Walker who have just lagged and are about to start. We'll show you both tables at the same time, keep you up to date. James McMillan, Kieran Gorman had a great shot in the first round. He managed to get to the grand final of the qualifier, but he didn't win that game. Went into an elimination section, and oh, look at that break! My goodness, Stevie Walker. He's only got 3 reds on the table. That's fantastic. He might still take the yellows, who knows? Our table's a wee bit more tactical. Colin likes a tactical battle. But what a fantastic break from Stevie Walker. He is taking the reds. Wee bit of running side up the table. They do always say don't leave the ball over the corner pocket to last, but actually that might give him a little bit of shape on the 8-ball into the middle. So he might take this red into the corner pocket here. And this is a first round game. All players go into round 2, all players go into round 3, and then when you hit round 4, you can be eliminated. Stevie's got one big shot to play, and it's this one. He's played it well. He's still got the red, and if he can play a stop shot, he should have a reasonably straightforward black to the middle bag. What happens then? I hear you ask, what did Charlie do wrong? Nothing at all. Charlie gets to come to the table, and if he can break and finish, he, if you like, takes the game back to the start. It becomes 1-1, and we play again. They'll lag again, and they'll play another game of pool. I think Stevie will take this long to the corner. It's not easy though. He's nailed it, Stevie. Straight on, break and finish. Step up, Charlie. What have you got in the locker? So Charlie gets a shot. If he puts a white in the bag, his game's over. If he doesn't get a ball, his game's over. If he makes a miss, his game's over. So you're about to see a very attacking game from Charlie. There's no safety. There's no second shot. He's going for it. Big break from Charlie. Charlie puts the red ball in the corner pocket. He's got a chance here, Charlie, but it's not an easy one. And this is the excitement. He's got to take this finish away. He doesn't have the option to play safe. He can't knock it down the line. He's got to take the finish away. He's elected yellows. He's run the white in. Oh, and he's missed. Obviously planned to run the white into the yellows there. Didn't quite work out for him. Paul Ramsey, thanks for your comment. I like how you've spelt some of the words you've used. This game is black ball. Bomber up. They do get a second shot on the foul. Charlie, there's no point in Charlie taking the easy yellow or playing safe or what. He's going for the plant here. It's a big shot. He's got the plant. He's opened up another yellow. He's still got one yellow that needs a... It's a bit dead. But see, what we're thinking, Preston's sitting next to me here in the commentary box. Preston thinks if he takes the yellow up to the top corner, then takes the yellow in the middle of the table to the middle bag, he might leave himself an angle on the yellow to the corner pocket to nudge the red off it and create an opportunity to put that last yellow, which is tied up at the moment. Charlie's got to go. On the other table, you see Morgan's playing against Colin. We've got Colin on the yellows. And it's been a wee bit of a tactical battle. They've moved a couple of the balls about the table. Colin potted that quite purposefully, so I don't know, I think he thinks he's got something maybe. I don't see what it is though, so Colin's great at deciding not to go if it's not there, so that's exactly what he's done. He's realised it's not there and he's just killed the corner. Wow, so Charlie now, tough shot. He's not pulled that white back as far as he wanted to. He's going to have to cut the yellow to the top corner. But the white could come off two cushions, so it can come off that side cushion between the middle pocket and the red, come off the other side cushion below the red in the middle pocket, and run into the yellows. And then you just say your prayers and hope it works out. Gary Murphy, nice to have you on the chat. Yep, Big Charlie does have it in his locker to finish any table, there's no doubt about it. He's just taking his time over it. He knows the shot to play, he's not going to change his shot. Everybody knows what he's going to do. Well, that's Morgan just opened the table right up there. It's a cracking shot. Played the red to the corner pocket, run the white across the table, slammed into the two dead balls on the side cushion. One of them's still difficult, but it's there. It was very attacking from Morgan. Morgan having a right good go at this, I think. Just wonder if he's not prepared to get into a tactical battle with Colin. I can't imagine that. Oh, there's Charlie's shot. He's got the yellow. Where's he going? Where's he going? Oh, Charlie's going to have to manufacture something now. Now, for me, I don't know about you, Preston, my shot here is across the table into the two yellows at the same time. You smack, hopefully, the one that's slightly higher into the middle bag. That's the shot. I don't see you then. And I think you play it with pace in case it misses the middle bag and might go in the top corner. But Charlie's found it. He knows it's a shot. He's about to play it. What's going to happen? Now, because Charlie didn't get the finish there, and previously Stevie Walker had taken it away, it means that Charlie can't take that to a decider, and Stevie Walker progresses. And we're just having a wee bit of analysis on that. So next up we've got Ryan Davey and Chris Martin. That silence there was actually me just trying to figure out how to change the names on the bottom of the screen. So Morgan's decided he's not got the finish there, and what he's done is he's knocked the red onto the yellow and knocked the yellow down into the bottom corner pocket. Now what he's trying to create there is a difficulty for Colin in that yellow. The thing is, what he's done is he's left it just slightly high. Colin can maybe get a skill shot out of that where he plays the yellow onto the red and drops the yellow after that. And Colin's quite good at those shots, so he'll fancy his chances at that. Actually, Colin didn't really want that yellow to drop in there. He was trying to kill the bag for the 8-ball. And that's a nice wee shot because he's created some complications, killed another couple of reds and stuck the white in a wee trap between the 8-ball and the yellow ball. That's a really nice shot from Colin. He played it so quickly and confidently. He knew what he was doing, obviously. It's a scary part of Colin's game. It looks as if a million years of experience just drops in your head at any point. Good to get some of the chat here. Yeah, Liam, if somebody breaks and dishes, they don't get to play a second frame. The opponent gets a chance to do the same. So you've got to equal by breaking and finishing as well. If you break and finish as well, then you get the opportunity to play, well, you do play a third frame. In other words, you level the match if you get that break and finish. So, first to the table, Ryan. Reds are open, so he might have a right good go at this. He's taking the reds. And they're sitting wide enough, I think, that he can get a finish out here. Colin playing and using all of his knowledge, all of his experience to create a very safe environment, a very safe table. Morgan's going to play the wee... Oh, he's playing to the top. He's playing to the bottom corner. Now, that's clever. That's clever. So Morgan trying to cover the bottom corner bag there. But at the same time, what he's doing is he's stopping Colin from playing a white ball into that corner like he did before. He's given himself an out because he's got a red. Sorry, guys. Former pupil stuck his nose in because he heard I was here just to say hi. Always nice to hear from. Back to the table, Chris. Just moving that yellow up, covering the bag so that Ryan doesn't have a straightforward finish for that yellow. On another table, Morgan's got the corner pocket on the left, but Colin's got the black ball. Which he's just opened up. So Morgan has to consider this as a finish opportunity. Lovely long pot from Ryan. Morgan's opened up his finish. Although he's not really put the white where he wants it, he's got a cut back to the corner, which he'll make, he should make. The problem is then his next shot is probably to run the red down onto his other red. You can't always predict how that's going to work out. You have to play at dead pace. Sometimes the ball rolls off a touch. Not so easy. Derek, Ryan Davies, such a good player. He can get himself out of almost any situation whatsoever. And what an amazing game he played last year in the grand final against Stuart McCulloch. It didn't work out for him in terms of a result, but my God, he was such a good player in that match. It was lovely to watch. It was just the final I wanted in terms of, organising the competition. It was phenomenal. So, yeah, Ryan's a hot favourite. I agree with you, Derek. Is Rama here? Don't know if Rama's listening, is he? So Ryan's moved that red because it was a difficult one. Morgan's going to play this red down slide it down the cushion. He wants to play it dead weight. And it's rolled off, like I said. They're quirky wee tables. You're playing it slow paced. You maybe don't follow through with your cue just as well. And actually he's given Colin a chance on the table. Now Colin will want to take this. Oh, that sounds like a stupid thing to say. He want to take this. Of course he wants to take this, but all his concentration's going in here. That's actually a really nice shot because he's given himself the angle to come off two cushions should he want to and sit down on the bottom cushion for the black. And he has done. Morgan will be a bit frustrated. I wonder if he'll feel that the table didn't quite do what he expected, or if he felt as if he didn't follow through. But Colin will be happy with the win. And next up on that table, we've got Campbell Saracen and Preston McInnes, Morgan's brother. On the other table, we've got a nice wee tactical battle between Chris Martin and Ryan Davey. Chris loves to finish. He's a very attacking player. He'll go for it. Lovely snooker player. Very calm and collected. So if there's any opportunity there, he's going to go after it. Which actually will make his opponents nervous if they know this. Chris not quite got the position he looked for there. And looks as if he's got quite a difficult safety game, a safety shot to play here. It's not going to be straightforward. Massive break there. Nice split as well. Chris just having a wee think. So the mighty Sari at the table. I don't know if he meant it, but he's dropped a yellow. So the yellow drops in. and he's now on yellows, but he doesn't have a shot at this point in time. Chris has played that shot off the side cushion and left Ryan a chance. Table's there for him. He's going to have to play some good positional shots to get out. Campbell's got a nice touch on the yellow ball there, taking it onto the side cushion. It's not the best shot in the world so much as Preston's got a chance to take away a finish here. Oh yeah, that's an interesting shot there from Ryan Davey, thinking he can take the red to the corner and kiss off the yellow hole for position. Or is he going to have to play the red that's in the corner first? Because that's going to make a difference. Definitely. Got to remember, guys, one frame. Oh, Preston. He's missed that first shot. Sometimes that's all Sarri needs to get. No, didn't realise that red passed the yellow into the corner pocket. If it does, Ryan Davies just played a lovely shot there and got great position. And really no excuses for not finishing off here. Yep. Ryan Davey takes away the finish. And we move into round 2. Campbell still having a wee look at the table here, deciding which way he wants to go. The yellows are all there, but you know, he's really got to plot this one out. It's not a straightforward finish. Some on one side of the table, some on the others. Not sure he's happy with that first shot. Not really giving him the position that he wanted. He's still got a ball or two to pot, but in terms of trying to gain position here, he's definitely up against it. Thing is, all the reds are open, so if Campbell doesn't go for the finish here, he risks leaving Preston in. I could see what he was doing there. He was trying to kiss the yellow off the red, create a chance. He was on his difficult yellow. The finish was there if he made it, but it didn't go. And the only bonus is maybe he's tied up one of the reds next to the black. I don't know. Preston should feel confident about taking this one out. So, difficult wee shot here for Preston. just taking his time over, as he should. Colin Downey going on against Stevie Walker here on the left-hand table. Sorry, just a couple of wee technicals. Sarri at the table. He's played a wee safety shot. I tell you what, it's a nice safety shot because he had to get that judged to perfection. And he has done. I think there might be a red, if he can see it, in the middle of the three at the bottom of the table. Might cut to the corner pocket, but it's hard to tell. Oh, no. Oh, it's saved. Stevie Walker absolutely raging. The white ball goes into the corner pocket. Colin Downey's out his seat, jumping about because he's got two shots. And then the black ball goes into the corner pocket, which means that you need to re-rack the balls and start again. Absolutely brilliant. So Stevie Walker's had a good laugh there at Colin because Colin had thought, quid's in, I'm good, I'm moving forward. And it's not the case. Stevie Walker gets the break again. The white went, the black went. All good. Stevie starts again. Round two, top of the table, Stevie Walker, Colin Downey, and here we go again. This time, the white doesn't go. The black doesn't go, but he does get a yellow. Stevie Walker on the table. Looks like he's in an attacking mood. He's got an idea of where he wants to go. Round two, this is mind. Both winners from round one. On the other table, Preston just having a wee look how he can make that yellow plant. Or if it plants. Sorry. Just wondering about where to leave Sarri and when he plays a safety shot. That was funny. But Stevie's still at the table. He's broke, he's got a ball. You know, if that comes off, he's done fine. I think he's deliberately tried to slip the yellow into the red to create a space for the other yellow into that corner bag. Knowing fine well that if it doesn't drop, he's going to cover the corner pocket. Good way to play. Womber is saying, do people just play their normal game? I can tell you right now, no. No, no, no. They do not play their normal game one bit. People make horrific mistakes. People take on chances and shots they shouldn't. People look for safeties when they shouldn't have them. People find 2 shots very difficult to work out. You'll see it. You watch and you'll see the length of time some people take to decide what to do or what to play. I know. Tell me what if you're listening just now. Tell me what you think about whether or not there should be a shot clock in this. Shot clock would make interesting viewing, but I tell you what, it would change how people play the game again. I love watching this. I love watching people squirm over the difficult decisions. I think it's fantastic. I don't want a shot clock. I want to see somebody spend a minute and a half going, oh my God, I don't know what to do, and this is for however many £1,000. I love that idea. Tell me what you think. There's Graham Wilson. He's played a few qualifiers. Impossible to play your normal game. It is impossible. I think Stevie would have liked that yellow a little bit closer to the corner bag. A bit disappointed with that. Preston. Campbell at the table. Big Campbell Saracens at the table. And he's got a chance to finish here. It looks as if the 8 ball goes to the corner pocket, so screws back up the table into the middle. As he's done. Just needs to create the right angle here off his last yellow. Ideally you want to take off 2 cushions, but looking at it's a bit straight, he might just run off 1 down the table. He's screwed back actually. And I don't think he's given himself the angle to do this. This is pretty tight. Is he maybe going to play it off another ball? Play it down onto the red and towards the corner? Yeah, that's the plan. Oh my God, he's got the angle perfect. And it's just not dropped. What a shot as well. That would have been nice if that had gone in. But it hasn't. It's given Preston a shot. But Preston's going to have to take away 7 balls to make the frame. Because no matter where he leaves it, Sarri will come off 1 cushion and knock that black in. No bother at all. So Preston knows he's having to go for this. The difficulty is those 2 reds want to go into the corner that the black's in. So he's going to have to take the fight down the other side of the table, which means his landing zone, his positional shot, has to be all that more accurate. Not as easy to do. I would be getting down there as quick as I can. I might be going off the middle ball now. Get down early rather than late, because if you miss it, you might still have an opportunity to take another ball out. Preston's got to be happy with this opportunity, but it still takes a bit of potting. Stevie at the table. He was total snooker there. So in this game, you've got an opportunity. If you can't see any edge of any ball that you're on, you don't need to hit a cushion after you've potted your own ball or hit your own ball. Whereas if you can see, you must hit a cushion after you make contact. And that makes the game a little bit more tricky. So, Collins spotted a ball. He's gone for another safety now. What Collins done this time is he's left Stevie he can see that yellow down the rail. So he doesn't have a total snooker. That means once he makes contact with the yellow, he's actually got to make a ball hit a cushion. It can be any ball. White, yellow, or anything he kisses into. I reckon he's going to play this slow roller. Oh, he's played it quite firm. Surprised at that. So the yellow was just off the cushion, so he's just slammed into it and pulled it off. Preston's found the finish and he's taken it away. He's beaten Campbell in the first game. Well done, Preston. So I could have this wrong, but I'll share with you just in case. Preston was in earlier and he believes that it might be the case that Preston and Morgan are happy to share any prize money gained, and the rest of the field, the other 6 players, are looking to work against that. It might be true, it might not be true, I'm not sure. Nice shot from Colin Downey there. He's knocked Stevie Walker's yellow into the bag, having potted his own. So he's created an opportunity for a finish. He's pretty close to the red over the corner pocket, and he might decide to leave it there. Depends whether or not the yellow slips past it. But interesting. Davy Jack says, add the shot clock. I respect your opinion enormously, Davy. When you're watching, Davy, I've got to ask a question. When you're watching, are you looking at it and going, look, just play the shot, just play the shot, just play the shot? Do you not have the same curiosity in terms of watching people squirm? Because that's definitely what I've got. Derek, same question, I guess. I love watching people squirm. I love watching the pain of people trying to figure it out. Nice finish from Colin here if he can take it out. And he has done. It was a difficult wee 8 ball that he had to pot there, but he's made the pot. Cut it back into the top corner, so well done to Colin. Colin's won 2 out of 2 now and goes top of the green section in the tournament format. Stephen falls into the 3-4 section. Next up here, we've got Morgan McInnes versus Charlie Shaw. 2 good lags. Charlie wins. Charlie breaks. Both these players lost their first game, so I'm going to answer Dr. Poole's question. What's the format? 1 frame, blah, blah. It's a very specific format, Dr. Poole, that I've created myself and managed to patent, basically. And what it means is that you have 8 players in a group. You play through some sectionals, which lead to a position, a seeding within the group. And then once you've got your seeding, you play a knockout ladder. And you start at the bottom, 7 plays 8, and the winner is eliminated, whereas the loser is eliminated, and the winner climbs 1 spot, plays the next player up, next player up, next player up. So during the sectionals, if you manage to win your first 3 games, you sit top of the ladder. And you wait for everybody else to knock each other out, and whoever prevails gets to play you in the final. But every match is played over 1 frame. If you do step to the table, knock a ball into your break and clear up, whereas your opponent doesn't get a shot, your opponent then gets the opportunity to come to the table and do the same to you. If he manages it, then it resets the game and you go back to the start. But wow, the pressure that people feel. People, especially people who are good, like your top players that win regular tournaments, they don't play very often in deciding matches. They win their games 8-0, 8-1, 8-2, whatever they do. They very rarely get to that point where they have to play a decider. And so they're not got that experience, they've not got that sort of bite that a final frame decider can sometimes produce. So it's a new experience for everybody. Scott, I know you can't see people squirm, but I'm in this building. I can feel it in the air. Honestly, people going down to shots, coming back up, going to the toilet, having a drink. Honestly, and the decision making is all over the place for players that normally you would just expect to, like you say, tap the balls in. You've just got to watch for 15 minutes and you'll see 3-4 uncharacteristic mistakes. That's the squirm, in my opinion. Looking at the tables here, though. Ryan playing against Preston in round 2. Stevie Walker and Charlie, these players have all won their first games, so they're top half of the table. Morgan playing a wee plant down the cushion. Played it well. And he's got the opportunity to finish here, Morgan. Preston just taking his time. Wonder what will happen if these two boys play each other. Is it like Formula One? Have they got an order? One of them going to have to concede? I don't know. Oh, that was dangerous. But it's worked out, hasn't it? To some degree, he's spotted the yellow, but he's left himself snookered on both these yellows that are left. He's going to have to manufacture a shot now. So Morgan's taking away the finish there. I think you can see a wee bit of head bobbing. He's quite excited. I said that Charlie and Morgan had both won their first games. I apologise, they had both lost their first games. So at the bottom half of the table, we're about to see Chris Martin play against Campbell Saracen now in round 2. Ryan Davey on the table. Just trying to make the most of his reds. And that's quite a nice shot if it had slipped past the yellow. But it didn't. It's kissed the yellow and it's left the yellow still open. So Preston can screw the white up the table, maybe somewhere past the middle bag, and give himself a thin cut on his remaining yellow into the corner pocket. Then just looking for an angle to try and hold for the 8-ball. There's a chance here for Preston. Chris Martin has won the lag on the other table, round 2 table, against Campbell Saracen. Will break. Carrie, thanks for your vote of confidence. Tell you what a shot that is from Preston. If he can see that yellow, that is absolutely perfect. He's looking at it. He's just, I think it's tight. And what an incredible break from Chris Martin. That's fantastic. Unfortunately, he's not got a ball, which means Campbell comes to the table. And all the balls are sitting out there for Campbell to take away the finish. It was tight there for Preston. It was difficult to make that pot, and he's not managed it. So Ryan Davies got the opportunity coming to the table. He's got a couple of difficult balls, but he can also maybe hide. The yellow's not straightforward if he puts the white down somewhere in the bottom right-hand corner. I think it makes it very difficult for Preston to get out, as long as he doesn't make, if he's not got the option to come off the side cushion. Chris Ferrier, I thought you would be here this year, I must say. Shot clock, thank you. Yeah, put the shot clock on. Keep it exciting, keep it flowing, keep it moving. Why not? I get what you're saying. It's difficult to work the shot clock on all the tables and certainly to referee it, so Metagore for you. Yeah. I get it. Maybe the shot clock doesn't have a time, a buzzer. Maybe it's a silent shot clock or something. I don't know. Campbell Saracen, what has he done? Very simple. I know he's queuing over the red there, but a very straightforward, simple shot to the middle bag. He's just played it too quick. I tell you what, he's left Chris Martin in. And albeit there's a couple of balls on the side cushion, the opportunities there. I honestly think, see, the pressure of knowing that every shot matters. I think that's what it is. He's not rushed because he's in a hurry. He's rushed because maybe the pressure's got him. He's just not handling pressure. Could be wrong. Maybe thought it was very straightforward and easy. Look how far out that attempt was to get out the snooker on the other table, and the table on the right. Preston's tried to come off the bottom cushion, the side cushion, but he's missed by quite a bit there. And again, you wonder. Chris Martin at the table now. All the reds are there. A couple of them are difficult. Takes his time over it. He can do it. He's done it before. I don't know if he's got great position there. He's played the shot. Stretching now a little bit. Put the toggles away, Chris. So, Ryan with ball in hand. Maybe just going to kill that corner rather than pot the red. And he has. It's not his best shot, but it's still good enough. It kills the corner for the yellow. Fair enough, he's potted his red to continue his break. He's killed the yellow with the other red, which is a smart thing to do. Just, I would imagine, skiff off the red here, Ryan Davey, and leave Morgan with a complication, no less. Chris still at the table, but he's not got everything his own way now. He's got two difficult shots left to play. Ryan has suggested he's just played that shot. He's actually left the yellow out, just a fraction, maybe. Is it a total snooker? I've got a funny feeling he's going to ask. I might have to leave the commentary to make a call on this. My call from the commentary box is it is a total, because I don't think he can get to the yellow without hitting the 8 ball. But if I'm asked for a call, I'll come out and make one. Which means you'll lose me for 10 seconds. Chris has played that red down to the corner pocket. He's actually played it really well. He's killed the corner pocket for the yellow against Campbell. Although he's still got a difficult red, so Campbell's not under as much pressure as maybe he would be. Right, so Campbell's gone for... And I think he's got a great angle there. He might be able to squeeze the white ball. Oh, he's going for the skill shot? No. Can take the white down into the corner and play the yellow out, I think. My lovely wife Susie's sitting next to me just now. She's looking at me as if, what are you talking about? She knows the game very, very well. Knows the game extremely well. But I think I'm talking too quickly. Maybe not not even saying the right things. Let me know if I'm making sense out there, guys. So Campbell's tried to play the skill shot there, and I didn't think it was the right shot to play. It's not worked out for him, and he's left 2 shots to Chris. Chris played his first shot, moved the red up the side cushion towards the corner pocket. The red goes in nicely. He's got the 8 ball to play. He's quite close to the cushion, so he's going to play top spin here as long as he's not dead straight. Yeah. Chris wins that game, moves on. That's a nice shot from Preston to escape there, and he's not left an awful lot. The only thing is he's tucking his yellow right into that corner, which means it's even more difficult to make contact with. So Ryan's not daft. He's going to keep playing shots until I think Preston opens up the table. That's what I expect to see from Ryan. He'll just drop down onto the red, not trying to do too much. He spotted that ball, but it was not particularly intentional, I don't think, because the 8 ball doesn't go at this point in time. Obviously can create the 8 ball, but I don't think he needs to. I think he can wait for Preston to do it for him. We'll see where he goes. Sorry guys, quick comfort break. So, Ryan just biding his time against Morgan, looking for the opportunity. Oh, against Preston. I've done it again. Thanks for pulling me up. I really appreciate that. Biding his time against Preston. It was difficult for Preston to get out of that situation. That was tough. I don't know if me personally, and I know it's the wrong shot, but I would have hit into it hard just to try and get lucky because I, saw the writing in the walls. But Ryan's progressed against Preston. Thanks for people watching and keeping me right with my commentary. I appreciate that. Liam, no, not kicking off at all. No trouble. So, Chris at the table here. 2 more to get. Threaded his way through there nicely. Now, where's he putting the 8 ball is the question. Chris played the shot there down the table. I don't know where he was looking to get the white. It's not quite gone where he's wanted, but he's got a shot to the top corner. He's going to run the yellow into the corner pocket. So I think he was trying to avoid running the yellow into the middle pocket, just in case he missed. And as it is, he's taking his eye off the pot a little bit. If this yellow goes to the middle bag, then... No, I'm not looking at Campbell there. That's definitely Morgan. Chris Martin and Morgan. Let me change the screen at the bottom. Sorry guys, while I was away, wee technical glitch. So we've got Colin Downey coming on now against Ryan Davey. Sorry, guys, just catching up with a couple of technicalities. Okay, sorry. Where have I been? Yvonne Saunders. Do you know what? It was 10 grand last year. I did the best I could to get 10 grand again this year. Loads of qualifiers out at McGoldrick's. Couldn't get a qualifier anywhere else in the country that produced a number of players. We tried all the places that had been with us the year before. I don't know what I've done wrong, to be fair, or if anything's changed, or why it's changed, or what's changed. But you know, like, we got so many qualifiers out of a number of clubs across the country, and this year they didn't have any qualifiers to offer. We got one or two, but they were limited in numbers. So as a result, we got a lot less money in. So it's not 10,000 this year. It's 2,400 this year, because that's what I've taken in. I always pay out all the money that I take in. If we're as popular next year as we were last year, maybe we'll have 10 grand again, or even 20 or 30, you never know. I've got some ideas about next year. Back to the table, round 3. Stevie Walker playing against Preston McInnes in round 3. Stevie Walker and Preston won their first games, lost their second, and they're playing for who finishes third and who finishes fourth on the deathmatch ladder, the final round. Ryan Davey and Colin Downey both won their first 2 games, so they're playing for who finishes first and who finishes second on that deathmatch ladder. Doesn't guarantee either of them a victory, it only puts them in a better position in the blue knockout stage. Colin on yellows. Happy to take yellows, but wasn't really working on position there. Tie the game up a little bit here. Pushes a couple of reds towards the side cushion. Don't think he would have wanted to leave that red to the corner pocket, but he has done. I'm not sure just how much Ryan can do with it. PJ's asking if there was any splits arranged. I don't know for sure. I've heard rumblings. They may or may not be true, so I'm not going to confirm or deny. But it looks like there's a possibility that Morgan and Preston are doing their thing. And there might be something else somewhere else. That was the suggestion that Preston gave me. That might not be true. Liam, yeah, anybody can enter deathmatch. One of the ideas for next year. Yvonne Saunders, yeah, this is the final table. In a little second, I'll show you the final table and how it's working out. But yeah, this is the final table. Charlie Shaw, Stevie Walker, Morgan McInnes, Colin Downey, Ryan Davey, Chris Martin, Campbell Saracen and Preston McInnes. So, one of the ideas for next year while we were watching this, did we just go £100 a player, 32 entries, 3,200 for the winner? Straightforward. Or 64 entries if it's popular, 6,400 for the winner. And forget about the qualifiers, because qualifiers didn't seem to work this year for one reason or t'other. Let me know your thoughts on that one. Is it something you would enter, £100 to win 3,000 or to be part of this sort of event? So we're looking at the table just now. Preston's on yellows. Yellows are all there. Just needs to navigate his way around the table. So, what's your thoughts? Would you enter next year? £100 straight to the final. 6,000 to the winner or whatever we managed to get in terms of entries. Would you go for it? Would you take the chance? Preston's gone for a big shot there and it's not worked out for him, and he's left the table wide open to Stevie Walker. There's one slightly difficult red down the side cushion, but I don't think that causes Stevie a problem at all. So Stevie just plotting out his finish, trying to work out where he goes, what he gets on to next, etc. As far as I can see, he's got one. I'm saying challenging red. It's 9 out of 10 for Stevie Walker. It's not a problem for him. Just needs to make sure he's got the white wall under control. Then he'll screw a couple inches to the right here and take the other red to the middle, which he has done. Yep. That way the 8 ball looks as if it goes to either corner pocket, so that's not going to be an issue. I wonder if it passes the yellow to the middle pocket, because he could leave the difficult red to last and take that 8 ball to the middle pocket. Not sure. On another table, they both played quite a lot of shots. I'm watching two tables at the same time as you guys are. There's been a lot of shots, and yet the table seems fairly open. And both are top quality players. You would expect one of them to have taken it out by now. Anyway, Ryan Davies at the table. A little bit of screw on the red that he's on. Drop the red to the middle. Red to the corner. Should have a finish here. Just making sure he's getting it right. But Ryan Davies looking favourite to win that rack. Ryan Davies got a lot of bottle, as they say. Won't make too many mistakes. So Stevie, similarly, a lot of bottle, just walking his way around the table, making sure he gets them all in the right order, no silly mistakes. He's taking this difficult red now. He would have wanted to be a wee bit closer, but yeah, it's in there, and that's got to put him strong favourite for this. Ryan Davey on the cusp. Maybe screw into yellow, take the black to the middle. Don't know what angle he's got. Is it dead straight? You just play a stop shot? I don't know. Yeah, he's just kissed into yellow, created a wee bit of space. He's got an angle on the 8 ball, but I don't think it'll cause him any problems. Stevie just looking. Oh, what's he doing? No. screw into the white, take the white into the middle of the top cushion. Take the top red first. Yeah, there you go. And that's Ryan progressed through as top of the ladder. Colin Downey, second in the ladder, will be in the semi-finals for £2,400. So we're now at the stage where we're into the death match. Stevie Walker, slightly difficult black ball, but yeah, he strokes it in really nicely. Progresses against Stevie. Stevie progresses against Preston. And so we have the deathmatch ladder. I'm going to give you a wee look at the deathmatch ladder just now and the overall. So there's a picture there for you guys. As you can see, they've played round 1, which is in red, round 2 in yellow, and round 3 in green. And if they've won, they've moved up. And if they've lost, they've moved down. So when they hit this blue section at the end, they're now in order. And when they're in order, you get to see that Ryan Davies finished top, Colin second, Stevie Walker third, Preston fourth, Morgan McInnes is fifth, Chris Martin sixth, and Charlie Shaw, Campbell Saracen have finished seventh and eighth and will play each other. This is a death match, which means that whoever loses that game between Charlie and Campbell, they're eliminated from the competition. They can no longer win. And the winner will climb one place and play against Chris Martin, who'll then climb one place and so on and so forth, right up to the top. Ryan Davies going to take an hour off, sit and watch it all unfold, see who's got to play in the grand final. Ryan Davies was in the grand final last year. Didn't work out from last year, maybe this year. Wait and see. So that's the table there. And you can see how it progresses through. So you've seen the table. And now we're watching the bottom game in the death match. These guys are going to have to climb 7 players in order to win that £2,400. Charlie's at the table. He's on yellows. He's got to finish. He's not played that as well as he wanted to. He's going to have to figure out what he's going to do here. Just screw the white up the table and into the red. Tiger Jason. Tiger, my man, Tiger. Yvonne, I get that you would play qualifiers, but £100 for a knockout, especially when it's one frame, is absolutely nuts. I don't deny that for a second. But there's a lot of people out there who are quite happy to play £100 a man in a one frame, because see that thing that allows the best players in Scotland to win almost all of the tournaments? You create yourself a chance to win a big money prize because you can hold your bottle and finish a frame and all that sort of stuff. But it is a lottery, there's no doubt about it. But is a lottery not better than some of the competitions that some of the people enter? Insofar as it's not a lottery, it's you're I mean, if I play in an 8-ball tournament in Scotland, as I did in the Saltire, and I get beat in the first round and in the losers round, first round, in all 5 events, so I lost all 10 tournaments in the first round, I'm not going to go. These guys have practiced and worked really, really hard to win. I'm not going to win that, but I could win this. So, you just never know. Worth thinking about. So, Campbell Saracens managed to beat Charlie there. Charlie, unfortunately, because I like Charlie, is eliminated from the competition. Next up, Chris Martin. Chris Martin plays Campbell. Now, Campbell stays on the table here, which is interesting because he gets used to the table. He has his eye in. And yeah, he can get into a bit of flow. Which is good. I'll have Craig over in a second because I've just messed up the display at the bottom of the picture. There you go, I fixed it. Craig will still be in his way over. So, Campbell Saracen beats Charlie Shaw. Charlie Shaw goes out, climbs one place, Campbell, and plays against Chris Martin. Next game. As you can see. Tiger, I'm a man who's losing his eyesight. 50 this year. Might go a little bit deeper in some of the competitions because I'm in the Masters, but doesn't help my eyesight. Lovely to see you. How are you, pal? Yep, the winner stays on. Tiger, as you said, gives him a bit of flow. You know, we did this last year. And the year before, and over the period in any event, if you add them all up, here's a couple of guesses for you. I'll tell you the answer in a couple of minutes' time. What percentage of people like Ryan Davey who have finished top of the ladder go on to win? You want a guess at that? You're listening in? Type in your number. What percentage of people who finish top of the ladder like Ryan Davey has here go on to win? Campbell first in here. He's opened up the reds nicely. He's got an opportunity. One difficult red. We'll need to maybe manufacture. I would love Chris Martin to cause an upset. Do you know what? I don't mind any of these players winning, but I would love Chris Martin to cause an upset. Tiger, 27%. 75%. Graham. Seriously, Graham? 0? No. Magic Pete. Nice to see you. Are you in America? Are you in the country? Where are you? So he's got the opportunity, Campbell, to play this red up to the top corner. He can play the one over the bag. Difficulty is that one on the side cushion. He really needs to get that moving. He needs to get that out. Scott, you're right. Definitely. Well, he's got the red off the side cushion out, and it was an inventive shot. Didn't drop the red, but even if he had, it's going to be a difficult finish, wasn't it? Peter, I'm delighted you're home. Come on down the club. Say hello tomorrow. Got the Rass on 9-ball tomorrow. Darren Appleton's in the house. We've got Phil Burford, Adam Shaw, all these Adam Smith, sorry. All these 9-ball players up from down south. A couple of the IPA 8-ball players doing really well as well. They're up from down south. The answer to the question, how many of the people that finished top of the ladder go on to win? You were bang on the money, Tiger. 27%. Absolutely, but it was 26.8. Absolutely bang on the money. Which means less than a third. Which means you don't want to finish top. Statistically. She ain't going to win. Paolo. Close. Okay. Next question. What position in the ladder is favourite right now statistically from all the qualification bouts that there's been over the 4 years? Is it first place Ryan Davey, second place Colin Downey, third place Stevie Walker, fourth place Preston McInnes, Morgan McInnes in fifth, or, as you've pointed out, the person at the bottom's probably not likely to win? Who do you think is the most likely statistically from their position in the ladder to win? I'll help you out by saying 36% of the winners, which is the biggest number, come from this position. Oh, Chris. Oh, Chris. Bread and butter shot and he's missed it. Don't know how he was getting that yellow down in the bottom corner, but shouldn't have missed that. Campbell, he's got to get that yellow out of there. And he has done. Oh, it's perfect for Campbell. Chris Martin made a wee error there. Campbell's played a nice shot there. He's moved the yellow out of the corner pocket, giving himself a right good opportunity to finish this. Red to the corner, red to the middle. And I imagine he'll run the white through and take the 8-ball to the middle past the yellow. He's come a bit high on that, so he's going to have to take the 8-ball somewhere else. Oh, no, I don't know. If he thin cuts it, can he escape the corner pocket with the white? He's gone down pretty quick, so he knows what he's doing. Oh, he screwed into it. I didn't realise he had that angle. Very well done. Campbell Saracen climbs the ladder. Right, guys, next up we've got Morgan McInnes versus Campbell Saracen. Campbell just keeps on playing. statistically on 36% of victories is third place, Stevie Walker. Is statistically the most likely person to win. Still only a third of the time, but it is slightly higher than the other positions in the ladder. Peter, I'm not scared of the big 5-0. I'm closer to retirement, which I dream of. Don't want to be old too soon, but I do dream of retirement. Want to give up my job? Someday buy Deathmatch. Do you know what? I got a bit of contact. You might be able to help me, Magic Pete. I got a bit of contact from the Ultimate Pool, who are kicking off in the USA. They were semi-interested in what was going on here. So I'm going to have a wee chat with them, see if I can't encourage them to give me hundreds of thousands of pounds and make me give up teaching. That would be nice. Scott, it is hard to sit off for an hour and go back on, and it gives you an awful lot of time to play with the demons in your head. Not good. So we've got Morgan playing against Campbell just now. You know what, Morgan's done well today. He finished last in the first group. I went into what we call the elimination round with all the other 6th, 7th and 8th places. He's come through that and gone into what we called the playoff round. He's won the playoff round and managed to get to this final table. He's had to win a lot of difficult games to get here. Nice shot from Campbell there, but looks as if he's possibly run into a difficult shot now. I mean, the four reds are open, but he's not on one. Simply, he possibly could get that top red into the top right-hand corner bag, but even if he did, where's the white going and what's he got next? I don't know if it's worth it. There might be a hiding spot at the bottom of the table. That's what he's looking at just now. Yeah. Doesn't want that white travelling too far to the right. No, he's got that right. Yeah, so he's just found a wee hiding spot. He's left the long yellow to the corner pocket. And Morgan's a confident potter. He might take that on. He has still got a difficult yellow in the right-hand side cushion, which potentially gives him some trouble because the red ball over the middle pocket blocks the path to the pot angle. Now, it still goes down the bottom, but slightly more difficult shot. Scott Chisholm's asking about whether the guys are staying warm. Do you know what? It's a sensible idea. There is another table there available for them. Just to the right. You might see... There's nobody on it just now. But yeah, you might see somebody like Colin Downey or Ryan Davey just having a wee hit to keep themselves warm. And I think it would be wise if they did. Metagorfa. I know that there's been decisions made in the past. For me, deathmatch is definitely about everybody having a chance, an equal chance at that, and everybody having the opportunity to do well. Morgan taking a long time to make a decision about this shot, and rightfully so. You know, he's got this this ball to the top corner, and I'm sure he's confident he can pot it. But if he doesn't take that one off the side cushion, obviously hands the table back to Campbell, and Campbell, you would expect, might finish it. So yeah, he's playing a different shot. He wants that ball off the side cushion, the one that was causing him the trouble. Now, has he left Campbell a shot to the bottom left-hand corner? Campbell's had a wee look. He's got a shot to the middle bag. Reckon he's got a shot to the middle, no problem. That's the shot he's playing. He's taking the red to the middle. How's his position? So it looks like he's probably going to have to take the one to the middle next. Does that red pass the yellow to the corner pocket? I think it does. As long as he finishes left side of it, he can run into the other yellow or pass it and leave himself the remaining red. If it doesn't, he's got a very difficult shot now, because he's got to get up and round the table. I think that red passes a yellow into the corner pocket. I think it goes. Campbell's usually quite quick to play if the shot's there, so maybe calling it wrong. So not many games left to play. He's had to go around the angles. It obviously didn't go, and my goodness, he's jammed behind that 8 ball. And looking at where the yellows all sit, Morgan McInnes has just become hot favourite for this rack, and to climb that ladder, push Campbell out, even though he's on a 3-game run. There we've got the McInnes show, if that happens. Campbell still got a shot. Chip in a chair, as they say. She's given away 2 shots. And barring a positional error, I've got to imagine Morgan will take this finish away. Will he push a ball safe just as an insurance, or will he not? So systematically just plot his way around the table. 2 down. Oh. One down. 2 down now. 5 to go. Even if he makes mistakes here, you know, where the balls are situated, he's still going to leave himself pots. It'll be difficult for him to get this wrong. So I'm left wondering, will there be team order between Preston and Morgan, do you think? Will Preston allow Morgan to progress? In the hope of whatever deal, cut or agreement all of them have made, I don't know. Well, Morgan was trying to get down for that one over the middle. Yeah. I think he's done enough. He just drops it in. Should be fine. Played it into the left side of the pocket as well, just to give himself that little bit of insurance. So one good pot, and the white should be sitting plumb on the 8 ball. I don't see it being an issue or a problem. Just worry that you're going to get a wee kick, don't you? Or something rolls off, or there's a crumb on the white that's picked up and it throws or something like that. With it being one frame, you do worry about these things. These things come into your head. But Morgan's done what he had to. He's taken out the finish. And he progresses to the next round, where he plays Preston, his brother. Morgan was the first person to qualify for this final way back in March last year. Preston was the last person to qualify this week. Don't know what's going on there. You can see some words said by Preston. They looked slightly heated, but I could be wrong. I think you've just got your answer, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. There was annoyance, there was argument. I don't know who with, what with. Need to try and find out. Get some gossip. But what he has done is possibly made his intentions clear. So 2 shots, the yellow's gone in, he's going to take the reds. Do you know, it might be quite funny if they have agreed a team order and Morgan pots the 8 ball and the white drops into the corner pocket or some daft thing. Maybe not, maybe they're playing. You just don't know. So we've climbed into the top half. As you can see, Stevie Walker's next in the table. One of the McInneses is out. It'll be quarter-final time. Should be a formality just to clear up here, as he had in the last. He underhit that a little bit. So Morgan just going through the steps, formalities. You know what's quite good though is that's Morgan won against Campbell. He's won against Preston. He's taken away a couple of 6. Hold my breath there. That almost didn't drop. A couple of 6-7 ball finishes. So he's queuing arms in full action. He's ready for the next game against Stevie Walker. Stevie Walker to the table. Stevie Walker holds the record for the most number of climbs from the bottom of the table to the top to win. He's the only person to have done it twice. Finished last and beaten everybody in the field to go through to the next round. 2 times. There are a few questions around what's just happened there, but I'm getting a chat through here just now. What are you going to say? What are you going to do? I mean, my goodness, would it have gone any other way? Would they have changed it? Let's be real. Stevie Walker next. Otherwise, he'd have been in the comms just now going absolutely nuts. You've no idea. Like, these guys look as if they're playing all the right shots at all the right times, but the pressure out there is just something different. Especially now that they're getting to the crunch. 4 players left in this competition. £2,400. One frame. One frame. It's a nice break, but it's sticky. So this effectively is your quarter-final. It's not a quarter-final insofar as there's not 8 players left, but it is a quarter-final as in you've got 3 more games to watch. See who wins this. Stevie Walker's run a number of tournaments out of the Gart Craig for me. A few of those guys here today. Also does the commentary from time to time, as most of you know. But these guys, I mean, Stevie's very calm, collected. But most of the time, these guys are on the table. And yeah, they're watching what's going on. It's difficult to decide, do I go, do I not go? Do I play safe? Do I kill a bag? What do I do? You can see him actually touching his head. I'm into my sports psychology and stuff just because of my job. But touching your head is like, come on, brain, work. Figure this out for me. And so he's selected red, Stevie. Can't imagine for a second he thinks he can take this one out. I think what he's got to do now is kill. So run that red down. Yep. Run that red down the bottom corner pocket. Hopefully it doesn't drop. It won't drop. That's it. He's played it right. Nicely played. He's killed that bag. Made it difficult for Morgan to find a pathway for all the yellows. He's going to have to work it. So this is going to turn into I'm quite excited about this frame. I think it's going to be quite tactical. No, Morgan's just gone for the deliberate foul. And it's not a deliberate foul because otherwise it'd be lost a frame. He's trying to play a skill shot, but he's actually not interested in the skill shot. He's also not interested in getting into a safety battle, I don't think, with Stevie, but I could be wrong. Now, Stevie's on the reds. Do you nudge the difficult red towards the corner with your first shot by lifting the white, taking it up the top of the table, playing Morgan's yellow into Stevie's red and nudging Stevie's red towards the corner? Yep. So he's taking the white. No, he's taking the corner pocket. He's going to run the red down the cushion and take the corner pocket. Then he might play the other red out. The one that's on the other side of the table from the one he's about to play. And promote it into a pot position. Super Ali. Come on, Super Ali. No favourites here. From my point of view, he's played that shot well. Not only has he got the ball, but still holding the pocket. It's really good. And now he might play his red onto the yellow to promote his own red. The only thing is he's opening up a little bit. I'm not sure it's the right shot. Because Morgan's yellow in the middle of the table, closest to the black spot right now, the only place that goes is in the middle bag. So it's pretty tied up. I would imagine Stevie would be better to kind of try and promote the dead red up at the top of the table. Not sure. So maybe we're going to try and kill another one of Morgan's yellows. I want to talk to Stevie about what he was thinking there because it's definitely interesting, but Morgan's going to have a hell of a difficulty trying to go into that last yellow that's surrounded by the reds. That's a difficult yellow. He's probably going to want to have to play it now, if I'm dead honest. Because he's still got the safety of the red up the table, kind of being a bit... Oh. Why put a 9-ball player in an 8-ball commentary? So Morgan bringing that ball off the cushion certainly makes that ball a lot easier to pot. He's still got a difficult one down the table, but Stevie needs to get this red moving. That's a clever shot. That's one of the shots I don't think of as a 9-ball player. Don't think of it in the 8-ball table. But he's pushed the black ball down into the corner where he's protecting the pocket with his red. Now, for Morgan to get on that 8-ball is so much more difficult because he's got to get right side of it, or bottom side, and take it somewhere else on the table. Clever shot. So Morgan trying to maybe put the red in the bottom corner. Didn't make that shot, but he's possibly on the one to the middle. Don't know, his own yellow might have blocked it. It's hard to tell. See if he's on the one to the middle. He cannons the white into the red. He's got the other 3 yellows open. He just has to get on the 8-ball at the end. No, he's playing the plant. He's not got it. Steve's still got a difficult red though, so he's got a bit of protection there. So, wee bit of what I call tippy-tappy. Play a wee snooker that really doesn't change much, and then an escape from the snooker, which doesn't change an awful lot. Yellow's pushed onto the side cushion, which Morgan wouldn't have wanted. He would rather it was out in the open. I think they're just kind of trying to feel their way into a winning position here. Stevie's got an opportunity here if he can manufacture something. He has got the protection of the black is somewhat safe. I don't think he's getting that up the... I don't think he's playing that up the cushion. I think yellow covers the red. Even if... Maybe if the white was tight on the side cushion, he had an opportunity. I don't think so. What he might be able to do is play the red off the top cushion back down into the bottom corner pocket. Something drops there. Problem with that is could go wrong as well. Keeps looking at this red, so he's definitely wanting that red out of there. And this is definitely the time to do it. Now I thought it would have been more creative with that shot, if I'm honest. because it hands Morgan an opportunity. Albeit, going to have to play some right good shots. It's still there. Might see the wee logo up the top. It says Deathmatch Pool, and underneath it says 1 chance, 1 winner, 1 prize. You know, what are you going to do with your chance? I feel as if both players are kind of playing shots, waiting for the other person to make a mistake. My feel is that the first player to go for it here is going to win. And that last shot Stevie played, he wasn't chasing the win at that point. Let's see what happens. Like I say, Morgan's still got a difficult shot to play. Do you know something? Maybe Stevie played a really clever shot. See if you look at where Morgan's going to have to go to get on the black. He's going to have to play the black. He's going to have to get to the right of it or to underneath it. And I think possibly the red that Stevie played, is it kill the black to the top corner? Is he just killed another bag? For the black, that is. I'm not sure. That's not the angle Morgan wanted. He's going to have to play the skill shot. And that's a very difficult skill shot. He's not getting on the black from there. And let's say Stevie's balls are all at the table. What's he going to do? Well, do you know what? He's given himself a chance. It's a difficult shot in the black, but he has given himself the opportunity. It's a nice pot. He's come across the table. He's got a bit of run inside. He can pot the black here. It's a big shot. Big, big shot. And under this pressure, makes the shot even tougher. He's committed 100% to it. He's got a wee bit of right-hand side on it, maybe to stop the in-off. Oh, and he's just got it. You can see there he's bounced off the table. He's very excited about that. And Morgan's progressed. He's into the semi-finals. He's playing against Colin Downey. Wow, Colin wins the lag and does what Colin sometimes does. He's bust into the pack from the bottom. So it's Colin Downey, Morgan McInnes, the semi-final. Semi-final of the Deathmatch 2023 series. I know we're in 2024. In the 2023 series. Semi-final, Colin Downey, Morgan McInnes, and the winner plays Ryan Davey in the final for £2,400. That was a nice finish from Morgan to get from that last yellow onto the 8-ball. So Colin's come in from the bottom of the pack, and he's elected not to go for a colour, so he's left Ryan with the opportunity. He's left Morgan with the opportunity to select his colour. Ryan does this. I've got my names all wrong. Morgan does the same. Don't want a colour just yet. Colin Downey, quick to play, doesn't want a colour just yet. Don't know if that yellow passes to the middle, past the black. It doesn't. Morgan's... Oh, now there's a foul. Morgan didn't make the cushion with his shot. Colin will have seen that, I imagine. So Colin with 2 shots. His first shot's a free shot, if you like. So it doesn't matter if one goes in or one doesn't. He's still got an open table. If he potted a yellow there, then he would still have an open table. As it was, he didn't pot, so that's irrelevant. He's now got an open table. He can choose yellows or reds, but he does have to pot one in order to select his colour. So if he wants to be on red, he's going to have to drop the red in here just now. So Colin's managed to put the red away, wants the reds, and has first... Oh, and he's gone for a plant there that didn't work out. The reds are all wide open, so Morgan's going to have to be really careful here, but he's got an opportunity. It's not an easy one, by any manner of means. But he's going to find it difficult to hide. So he might have to be forced into taking on a shot here. What do you think? Quickly, guys who are listening, do we go for it? Does Morgan have a shot at it? Does he try to hide? Fire up your answers. It's really nice. We've got over 200 people watching just now, which is great. We've had over 3,000 people tune in at some point today. Absolutely fantastic. We're here in McGoldrick's, Rutherglen, just outside Glasgow. It's one of the best sports venues, sports clubs in the last couple of years. People travelled here from all over the country, playing the 8-ball, the 9-ball, the snooker. You know, it's such a great pub. A great club to come and play in. There's fantastic atmosphere all the time. Lots happening. So he's taking on the first pot. I think he's going to take this yellow to the middle and try and crash that yellow off the side cushion. He might try to drop on it. No, he's tried to crash into it and he's missed the crash, but he's landed very nicely on the yellow. Another difficult yellow that he had to go into later, and he's on it plumb. He can drop this yellow down into the corner pocket. He's got 2 yellows then to the right corner. And one of them is going to allow him to drop onto the yellow that he's was trying to go into there. It was a big hit, and it was a wee bit of fortune just to land where he has. I saw him pick his hand up, and he gave Colin a wee nod just to say that wasn't the shot he'd planned. Good sportsmanship here. I think he was, yeah. Do you know, looking at how quick he went down there in the angle, I might be wrong, but I thought he was trying to hang the bag there. However, he looked disappointed when it didn't go in. Colin now with the shot. Oh, and if that had dropped, that would have been really nice. It hasn't, and it's given Morgan another chance. Some people say you're better when you win the lag to hand the break over to your partner, because if he breaks and dishes, you've still got a shot. Whereas if you break and nothing goes down and they clear up, you don't. I'm not a big fan of that, personally, but let me know what you think. Clever shot from Morgan. He's played it very well. Very well. I think Morgan's just gone favourite in this. I thought Colin had the advantage for a little bit, but I think Morgan's just gone favourite. Colin playing a really nice shot there as well. Has two really, really good shots. This is why I don't do so well in this game. These guys have got shots I don't know. Morgan played a lovely shot there to nudge Colin's red ball down the cushion there and hold the bag with the yellow. And then Colin's just sort of stuck the red in a position where the yellow wasn't available. Morgan's now pulled the yellow out, because he knows he's got that red at the top of the table fairly safe. So he could play a kind of a relatively, what would you call it, an unsafe shot or a relatively carefree shot, knowing that he had the insurance of that difficult red. So, likewise, Colin going to have to dig himself out of this. This is tough. Okay, so Colin's played a smart shot there. He's nudged a couple of reds over that corner so that the corner's not so easy to pot. So they're all just moving different balls into different positions. Morgan was trying to put his yellow ball up into the top left-hand corner. And the reason for that is, I would imagine, he's thinking that if he pots his ball into that left-hand corner, he can screw across the table and develop the other two. Doesn't really need to do that just yet, because he's still got one available and he could use that to promote his other yellow. So there's an opportunity there. So Colin slid that ball up the side cushion there. He was trying to, again, make it more difficult for Morgan to get into the corner to those two yellows. It's not quite worked out the way he wanted, but he's got to be careful because he doesn't want to pot Morgan's yellow. Morgan now has a yellow in position whereby he can screw across the table and develop his two yellows in the corner pocket. So Colin needing all of his experience now to turn what looks to be a losing position into a winning one. Another fantastic shot from I love Colin's brain, honestly. Might miss spots from time to time, but there's nothing wrong with his thinking, that's for sure. That's fantastic. What a great shot. Total snooker. So Morgan's going to go down the table, put a lot of right hand side, and he's not got enough. Oh, he's just nicked the edge of that. Just. Right, what can Colin do next? What is his next trick? Tricky for Colin, he's still got this. The thing is, he's got a red here that he can push the white up into the corner and try and develop something, but see, because he's put so many reds in front of it, he's actually caused himself a traffic jam that doesn't give him the opportunity to do what he wanted to do. What happens next? Does he run the middle of those three reds in front of Morgan's yellows and trickle the white up into the top cushion? No, he's trying to cover the other bag, and do you know what? He's not covered the other bag, but what he has done is he's killed the opportunity for Morgan to screw across the table and develop the other two yellows. So Colin will be happier now than he was 5 minutes ago because he's got more cover than he had before. This is interesting because Morgan playing at the top of his game, doing well down the IPA tour. This is a great game to watch. And very attacking. And then we've got Colin with 1,347 years experience, turning a game around which he was very much second favourite in. Now, does Morgan have enough knowledge and experience to get out of this situation? Or will he eventually kind of go for something that maybe isn't really there? Colin, I know, has got the patience to just keep going and keep going and keep going. Morgan's game I don't know as well, but the fact that he plays at such a top level, I would imagine he's got the patience as well. This is going to be a long one, especially the way they've worked out. This is going to be a long one. Tiger, you've played against Colin for years. I've played against him a long time ago, but more so recently. He does occasionally get impatient and try to take something out that's not quite there. I don't know if it's boredom or otherwise. But you can tell me what you think, Tiger. So Morgan's just trying to kind of basically upset the apple cart in terms of, you've got me stymied in this place, you've got me stymied in that place. I'm going to start to unpick the locks. Colin's going to put more locks on him again, I guess, as he just has. Yeah, this is good. I don't have the brain for this type of game. This is just, I love watching this. Tell me what's going to happen, guys. Tiger, old age, nothing. You were, and I've never seen anybody play the right shot more often than yourself. I've played a lot of people. In 50 years, I've played a lot of people. Nobody plays the right shot more often than you. Nobody. And if it doesn't work, doesn't work out, you take it home and psychoanalysis and all sorts. So I'm not sure what shot Morgan's just played there. I don't know that it promotes his situation any. Colin just trying to kill the black. He's not done it yet, but his next shot's going to be to take that red closer to the corner pocket so that he has. Well, that's incredible how that's worked out. Very aggressive shot there. Very aggressive. It's worked out brilliantly. So Morgan takes advantage of the situation. Colin, back at the table, slides the red down over the 8 ball. Now, if he can get another shot at the 2 reds in the bottom corner, because Morgan might have a go at this, then he kills the 8 ball. Morgan will know that. Morgan's, I think, got to try and take the finish here. And that's a great shot there from Morgan. That's the shot. And you know what? He's shown a lot of experience there, which is great. It's a simple shot. It might look obvious to one or two of you out there. That was a lovely shot. A lovely shot. Must have something in mind. I would have played the plant first. But who am I? That's a great question. So he's got one difficult shot to play, and that's to get to the 8 ball. And it looks like he's given himself a nice angle. Does he leave himself the gap and go through the reds? Or does he try to go onto the bottom cushion? I think he tries to leave the gap. That looks as if the gap's big enough that, and the angle that he's got just now, he can play into that. He's lining up the gap. He's got to get this perfect though. It looks like it's where he put his cue, so I'm thinking it's perfect. Looks good. He's got the gap, he's got the angle. He just needs to get through the gap. Will it go through here? He's made it. It is through. And Morgan's into the final. Well done, Morgan. That was a really tough game against a lot of pressure from Colin. And he stood the pressure. He bided his time. And he found himself the chance. Morgan versus Ryan Davey, 2023 Deathmatch Final. Who's going to win, guys? £2,400. What's going to happen here? If there's not been a deal done. Wow. I don't know if there has. I think both players have just gone to compose themselves a little bit. Stepping up to the final 2023 death match. Ryan Davey was here last year, 2022. Played against Stuart McCulloch. Stuart McCulloch walked out with £10,000. £10,000. He's back again. He's made the final a second time. You want to make up for last year. By the way, he was phenomenal last year as well. Stuart McCulloch broke and finished against him in the last frame. And then Ryan Davey took the break and finish back. Forced it to a decider. Another frame, he took it back to the start. Stuart McCulloch won and prevailed. Ryan Davey will want to make up for that. The black's down, he'll need to re-rack these. Sets him up again. Pot the black as one of the best decisions this game has ever made. Pot the black off the break. It used to be that you won the match. I don't like that at all. Re-rack. It's not a match. A wee while it was that you lost the game if you potted the black. That's not any good either. Re-rack. Great decision. Breaking off. Final, 2023 final. Second time, the black's not away. He hasn't made a ball. He split the pack beautifully and has lots of opportunity here to take out a break and finish. Could Ryan Davey be left sitting in the same position as he was last year? Time will tell. But Morgan has every opportunity here. The yellows go, the reds go. Taking his time, figuring it out. Which way will I go? It's just a dream break, isn't it? It's a dream break. He's decided to go for the yellows. His opener works. Going to imagine he'll play a stop shot here in the yellow. Take the one off the bottom cushion and work his way up the table. There really shouldn't be an opportunity for this to go wrong, but do you know what? It's deathmatch. It's deathmatch. It's so nerve-wracking. It changes people's thinking. It changes people's technique. They make mistakes. I know it looks like Morgan should take this out without any shadow of a doubt. It's not. It's one of the hardest finishes he will make in his entire life. If he gets there. If he gets there. He's played a good shot there. Confident. Struck through the ball. He's got the chance of two. Can take the one to the middle. Can take the one to the bottom corner. It'll take be time to think about this. Will he go down the table first and come up? Or will he go up the table first and come down? Looks as if he's coming down to this bottom corner. That was the one he was playing on, certainly. I'm going now, I don't know if he got as much dig into that white ball. And that's the pressure I'm talking about. That's the mistakes that people make. I reckon he wanted to be at least 6 inches, 7, 8 inches up the table so that he could put a little bit more control on the white. Now he's going to have to sneak the yellow ball into the middle pocket. He's running the white off of maybe 2 cushions, or he's screwing down on the white, putting a bit of bottom and getting off the top cushion to the right. Do you know what? It's not as easy as he wanted it to be. He's played it soft. He's played it well. It's a nice shot from Morgan. Just needs to drop the yellow into the middle. He'll be naturally on the one to the corner. And it's one more positional shot to get on the black ball for a break and finish. Now, break and finish doesn't mean he's won yet. Ryan Davey has the opportunity to do the same. And Ryan Davey does not want the story to end the same way as it did last year. Maybe wanted the white a little bit further down the table, but he'll take that. He's just got to watch that the white, once it travels down the table, doesn't clip a red and go into the corner pocket. One shot to play here. He's avoided the middle pocket with the white, and Ryan's got to take away a break and finish now. So Ryan's handed the break to Morgan. Ryan didn't want to break and dish. Ryan didn't want the break. Ryan didn't want to lag. Ryan gave Morgan the break. Big decision. Some people think it's the way to go. Some people think it's crazy. In this situation, Morgan's make the break and finish. Of course, you're going to turn around and say it's crazy. If it had worked out for him, maybe not. Either way, Ryan's now got to break and finish in order to level this match. Here comes Ryan's break. He needs a ball down. He needs to at least have it. He's having another look at the pack. He's not happy with it. He needs that pack to be tight. This is for £2,400. Ryan Davey needs to break and finish to stop Morgan McInnes picking up £2,400. Send it to another frame. Give himself another chance. At the moment, Morgan's sitting in the chair. He's sitting with the money just within grasp. Ryan Davey needs to break and finish here. He needs a ball off the break. He's got one. The red's down. And he's got a fairly open table as well. Ryan's going to take a while over this, but he has got the break and finish available to him if he selects and plays the shots well. There's not really any major complications other than moving the white round the table. What colour do you go for, guys? For me, the yellow. Just because that red's hidden by the yellow up the top of the table. He knows he's got to take away the finish. He knows he's got no safety shots. He's not playing in a game here where he can exchange a couple of safeties or hide a couple of balls or whatever, cover a couple of pockets. He's not doing that. He's got to take out this finish. Could Ryan Davey take out a breaking dish 2 years in a row in the grand final at the final table. Could he do it twice in a row? We're about to find out, guys. There's one difficult yellow between the two reds. Close to where the pack was set up. Still think he's... Actually, where the white is just now is as good an angle as he's going to get, but he's going to... Yep. He's gone up the table. He's gone too far. Straight away, turned his head. Wasn't happy with how far the white travelled. But it doesn't change what he's still got opportunities here. He's got a ball to the middle. He's got a ball to the corner. That yellow that I said was his difficult one. The white where it was gave him an opportunity to put it to the corner. But it goes to the opposite bottom corner as well. If he gets a white to finish somewhere round about the red that's on the side cushion on the left, you know, that yellow goes to the other corner pocket. He's just taking his time, he's composing himself. Did this last year as well. He took his time, he thought about it, he made sure he was making the right decision, he looked at all the opportunities, all the options, and took away the most amazing finish I think I've ever seen. Go on YouTube, watch it. Last year's deathmatch final frame, Ryan Davey, final match, Ryan Davey versus Stuart McCulloch. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Could he do it again? Oh, he's put that ball in the middle, but he's made the ball he's kissed into that more difficult, that little bit more difficult. If he's straight in this yellow, he's in a world of trouble. If he's got an angle on this yellow, he might be able to get out. He's possibly going to have to play the stop shot on where he's putting his cue. He's going to have to take this yellow either into the middle bag or the top corner, and that's not going to be easy. But I don't know that he's got much in the way of option. He's going to play a slow drop on this yellow to the corner, leave himself a shot to the middle. I mean, it's a great shot. If it goes, it gives him the difficult yellow that I spoke about earlier. Oh man, he's got some fantastically difficult shots to play. But if you wanted anybody playing these shots, it would be Ryan Davey. It would be Ryan Davey. Morgan's sitting in his chair. I hate to say this, but he's hoping that Ryan runs out of position. He's hoping that Ryan makes a mistake because he's made the clearance. And the minute that Ryan misses, he doesn't have to do anything. That's it. He's won. He's won Deathmatch 2023. He picks up the prize. Oh, he's run that white a little bit. Has he still got it? I wonder if the red's covering the angle. He hit that white a little bit more firm than I think he wanted to. Wow. He's still got the shot. It's the only shot he's got. It's a tough one, and he's got to roll that. He's got to roll that yellow into the middle bag. It's not going to the top anymore, that's for sure. Has he got the angle to drop it in the middle? I think maybe he does. Yeah, I mean, he's looking at his next shot, so he does have the shot. It does go. It doesn't make it any easier. He's got to finish this. He's got to. Well, he's put another yellow in the bag. He's one step closer. Morgan's thinking to himself, my goodness, when is this guy going to run out of position? When's this guy going to make a mistake? Or maybe he's not. Maybe he's assuming because he knows the standard that Ryan Davies at. Maybe he's assuming that he's going to have to go into a third frame. He's just prepping himself for that. Who knows? Ryan Davies going to pull, where his cue is just now, he's going to pull the white back to there, because that gives him the angle to get off the second last yellow round for the last yellow. And that's going to be a shot and a half. Don't imagine he's going to miss this one. It's the next one. Yeah, he's just having a wee look at the options, just having a wee look, see if there's something else he can do. Is he maybe going to run this white ball down off the bottom cushion and back up again to get the difficult yellow first? He might. Oh, he has. He's gone for the difficult yellow first. Oh. I tell you what, I don't think he's too disappointed with that. I mean, he's going to have to slide it in. He's taking the white down the table. See where the tip of his cue is. That's where it's going to land. But it gives him a nice angle to get down for the 8 ball. What a shot that was. I didn't think he had that. Oh, he's screwing into the white. Is he the top spin? Where's he going? The pressure. And you want to put a stop clock on this? Are you serious, guys? A stop clock? I want to live the pain. Liam, do you want a stop clock in this shot, or do you want to give him the time and space to make the shot, to make the decision, to control his mind? Do you want a stop clock? I don't want a stop clock. I know you want this to go quicker, but no. So he's got to drop this in. He's got to play the white. He can screw the white down the table a little bit between the 8. Basically, he's going to finish with the white somewhere between the middle bag and the 8 ball. Stevie Capaldi's on comms. This is death match is mine. Right, so he's screwed the ball down between the 8 and the middle pocket. He's left himself a slider. Now, does he take the white back down to where it is just now so that he's got 8 to the middle? I think he's got to. The angle he's got. This is the deathmatch final. I'm Stephen Capaldi. I made deathmatch format up, and I've enjoyed it for 3-4 years now. Oh, wow. I'm going to enjoy it, I think, for the future as well. Big shot. Oh, he's just needing to compose himself. That's a big shot. Who said he can't see the jitters? Who said they can't see the adrenaline? You can see it now. You can see it now. This is amazing. He's just taken all the time he needs to try and calm his nerves, to try and control the adrenaline, to try and deliver the cue the way that he knows he can. It's a tough shot. And he's got to make it. He's got to make it. He has made it. Where's the white? Oh my goodness. So, he's got one shot. He knows how to play it. It's straight to the corner. And if he makes it, it's a breaking dish. Back to the start. We go again. We lag again. Surely Morgan's not going to break a second. Surely Ryan Davey, if he gets this, is not going to hand Morgan back the break again. Oh, it's one shot. Is he hampered? It's one shot. One shot for £2,400 and to keep himself in the game. He's made it. Oh, my God. Oh, that's incredible. He's done it a second year in a row. He's been broken dish in the final frame of the final in deathmatch for thousands of pounds. And he's done it again. He's returned the breaking dish. That is incredible. Oh, how does Morgan feel? 2 years in a row. They relag. Unless he gives the breakaway again. Unbelievable. 2 years in a row. Oh my God. What do we do now? We go again. We lag for break. Unless Ryan Davey hands the break to Morgan McInnes a second time. You haven't seen it. It's on YouTube. You need to go and watch it. The death match final last year. Stuart McCulloch broken dish. Ryan Davey returned the favour, as he's just done here against Morgan McInnes. 2 years in a row. Will the same fate befall Ryan Davey, or will he turn it around this year? He doesn't want to beat again. Not the same way again. That would be a horrible story to tell. But Morgan doesn't want to lose this game either. He's going to put everything into it. He's setting the balls up here. Stevie Walker has just gone over to say that it's a real lag. Unless, of course, Ryan hands the break over again. That's what they're talking about just now. Unbelievable. What has happened is he handed the break over again. Stevie Walker comes into the comms. We've got Super Ali. Has he handed the break over again?
Yep, he has. Walker the talker here, guys.
God.
Back in for a mammoth final.
What in God's name is he doing?
I mean, he's done it the full day. He's done it
Handed the
in
break over?
every single frame.
Was he chasing the £5 at the bar? Is that what he's after?
He's done it the
Oh
whole
my
day. So
God.
Ryan is that guy. He is not going to change now.
Nothing's in. This is it.
These are dry.
Nothing's in.
Ryan Davey, this is your chance, son. This is your chance.
He needs to take himself back to... In the last frame, he was so deliberate, he was so slow. I'm arguing with people that want a stop clock. You don't want a stop clock. Did you
No.
see what he did?
How can you... Listen,
You can't do that to a pair.
what I will say is there is some... I can understand some elements, right? Because some matches, you've got guys, Stevie, who... No disrespect, right? I don't want to throw disrespect out there, but there's certain guys who... Well, they're nowhere near this level. Nowhere near. And these guys are taking 40 minutes a shot and then going down and playing the craziest shot you've ever seen in your life. And obviously the viewers at home are watching some of this on stream and thinking they need a stopwatch here because this is nuts. But
Stop the craziness. But,
but
what
when
about
you're
this?
watching pool as beautiful and as good as that, then it doesn't matter how long it takes as long as you're getting to witness it.
100%. That is just phenomenal to watch. And 2 years in a row, Stevie, you sat here last year, you commentated. I'm just saying to the listeners and the watchers, go on last year at YouTube and check out last year's final. Ryan Davey did the same thing.
For me, there is probably nobody that deserves it more than Ryan.
Unbelievable.
He's just one of the guys. He's so good. He's so determined. He's so calculated, and he just never gives in. And it's a great shot.
He's promoted the difficult red. He's got one to the middle. I don't think he's got the one to the corner.
No, the one in the middle. That should be the one.
Stevie, unbelievable.
I'm in here right now, commentating now on this phenomenal match. I'm actually gutted, Stevie, on my match because I think I played the frame absolutely brilliant.
I know you're gutted. You would have been in here 3 frames ago if you weren't gutted.
And no, but it was like, as much as Morgan ended up stumbling onto a very good finish. The black was obviously welded at the bottom, but obviously the way he's been coached through the years, he goes round and he lines up each shot before he plays it. He never landed once when he was lining up, and I'm thinking, come on.
And yet Ryan Davey, on the other hand, in the last frame, put the tip of his cue where the white was going, and it was right there. It was absolutely on the spot every time. I get what you're saying. It must do, maybe, it could be a tactic, I don't know. Maybe. Absolute tactic, but...
Stevie, I'm wondering, I don't know if Ryan's on that ball to the middle, because...
Of course he is. How's he not?
I think if he was on it, he'd have played it.
No. He is on it. 100% he's on it.
Is he maybe just thinking about these three?
He's 3 shots ahead of us just now, surely. He's not wanting to rush in. Is he playing this? Is he playing this? No. Wow. Wow, I did not see that coming. But I'm not going to argue with Ryan Davey. He's got something in mind.
I don't think he was on that, Stevie. He would have played it if he was. It must have been so tight. Because it was close to the red.
It was close, but I didn't think it was close enough. But anyway,
no, neither did I.
Might be wrong.
I would have liked to have ran out and had a look at that there. That's very surprising, but...
Because he gives Morgan... There's the yellow on the right-hand side, which gives the opportunity to move across and get that ball he's close to into the middle.
I think in a nutshell here, this is
This
Morgan's
is his
only
chance. This is his chance.
If he doesn't take them here, Ryan will, but he's going to fancy taking these because, as you say, the one in the right-hand bottom corner gets him on the one to the left middle, and
Morgan's throwing his left hand about or his right hand, sorry, with the chalk in. He's throwing that about like, what do I do? So he's going to have to take some time here to figure it out. He's going to have a right good think.
I think he's going to have to take the one in the top left here.
Well, the finish is there. You take the ball next to the 8 ball into the top corner. You take the one in the top cushion, and then you come down for this one on the right-hand side. You screw across the table for the difficult one to the middle bag, and you've left yourself 2 there in the middle of the table that hopefully you should be able to finish off. Wow, it's going to be tough, though. They're not all easy shots.
This is death match for you guys. And everyone at home will be saying, just do this, just do that. It's so simple. This is easy, that. But under the pressure, and that's what makes Ryan's finish in the last frame so exceptional again. He's just unbelievable in those moments. But he's missed a chance here.
Yeah,
and
he has. He's handed the table over.
And Morgan McInnes is now...
He's at the table. That's the thing. He's at the table.
At the table with... I'm not going to say they're roll-ins, but he's got a very good chance.
Is this for what was the deal? Can you share the deal?
Well, there is no deal.
Is it? Is it just we're playing for £2,400?
Yeah, we're playing for £2,400.
Oh,
there is
man.
no deal.
No deals. There you go. Preston told me earlier on he thought there was one. There's not. Coming from Stevie Walker, he says there's no.
There was talk of a deal. It didn't actually make it past the let's do the deal part because, and no word of a lie, the two McInnes brothers said they didn't want a deal, and everyone just said that's fine, let's go and play.
There you go. There you go. You've heard it here. We're playing for £2,400. That finish from Morgan in the first, Ryan Davey in the second, are people wanting £2,400. It's that simple.
And the chance is on. Morgan at the table has a massive chance. And if there was anywhere else you would want to be right now, it's exactly in Morgan's shoes because he's the one with this chance and a chance to go and win that money.
Guys, jump onto Deathmatch Pool Tour on Facebook. Have a wee look. I'm going to get myself onto TikTok and other social media because I've not done that and I know I'm losing out that way. The plan is to just go for a straight final next year. So £100. 32 players, £3,000 for the winner, maybe 64 players, 6,400 for the winner. We're just going to go straight to the final. Anybody wants to run qualifiers, obviously buy a place, £100, and then run a qualifier. You might even make some money out of it. You can have a tournament and make money at it. But anyway, I think we're just going to go straight for the final next year. Lots of players want to win these big prizes playing one free. They love it. They come here all day. They've loved it. Every person's come up to me and going, I've had a great day.
It is absolutely phenomenal. There's no doubt. And I'm my only surprise is that there wasn't more, Stevie. I mean, as much as it can be so tough with the pool calendar these days, there is so many matches, so many tournaments, so many options. And I get it with all the players out there, but this format is... It's absolutely phenomenal, and as you say, it gives so many people an opportunity to try and take home some money, a lot of money in that regard. Oh, where's the white going?
Oh, it's close, but he's all right.
He deserved to be in off there. That was a really poor shot. To even bring the middle bag into play, Stevie, was so dangerous.
So this is from the break again? No, Ryan Davey had a shot.
This is for the match.
So this is for the money.
But he's got so fortunate there. He should have been nowhere near the middle pocket. He should have been straight down.
He actually misses the middle pocket there. He's actually landing a bit awkward on the yellow. The yellow pocket, the middle pocket saved him a little.
Yep, it's all over here, guys.
You would expect, but then The pressure. The pressure makes mistakes.
I have no doubt that this is over. This is a boy that's won 2 IMs in the Scottish this year.
Playing so well, isn't he?
There is no
can handle
danger
pressure.
that this is done. He's got the luck. He's got the rubs. He's had a few things go for him today.
He's also played the right
And you
shots at
need
the right
that,
time.
But he's also had balls of steel. And that is the massive, massive thing you need to go and win these things. And that's what he's done.
He's a little bit shy on that. I would have liked to have been straighter. Has he got to go off the top cushion or can he drop it?
I don't think so. I think he's just got to drop this. I think it's really straightforward, mate. I don't think there's any work to be done here. It's just a drop in and straight on the black. If he goes off the top cushion, I'd be surprised, but he's lining up to go off the top.
Yep. Oh, fractionally awkward in the queuing, but I think he'll be all right. One shot left to play for Morgan. One shot for £2,400. Queuing over a couple of balls for 2,400. It's there.
All over. Well
and he's
done.
won. Well done, Morgan McInnes. I'd commentate longer, but I've got to go and hand out the prize money. Absolutely amazing. Well done, Morgan McInnes.